Let's see if she'll run off her own carb. I really hope so.
Should be enough.
I think it's a little heavier than it looks. It's pretty full. I'm gonna get my adjustment screwdrivers ready here. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna turn on the gas valve here. Sediment bowl filled. See some cobwebs in that carburetor. I'm going to turn the choke on. Try it off now. Should really make up a better pull cord here. Oh no, it's pissing gas out everywhere. I guess the float is a little bit stuck. Nope. Damn it. Let's see if it will still run though. I'm curious. Ah, stuck float, I'm pretty sure. Or the float level is just off. Or I flooded it by trying with the choke before. Oh! There goes my my pull cord. Oh god, let me get a better pull cord, and it looks like we're unfortunately going to have to dive into this carburetor. Alright, here we go again. Better pull cord. Yeah, as soon as I turn the gas on, it starts pissing out of the front. I'm going to go ahead and turn up this idle screw a bit too. Give it a little more gas to get going here. Yeah. Something is definitely wrong with this carburetor. Choke on? Nope. Alright, let's pull this carburetor off of here. Really hoping to avoid doing this, but whatever. It's the original gasket there, it's like a piece of paper. Oh, let's not start peeing more gas out everywhere. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and drain the gas out of this. Alright, so I definitely think the float was stuck just because of the symptoms and the fact that it kept peeing gas out even when I turned it upside down. So, these things are a bit annoying. First I have to pop this whole bottom jet out, which of course is going to be stuck. Apologize for the lighting, but I'm outside in the afternoon, so there's not much I can do about it. Alright, so you first have to pull this jet off, out, unscrew that. More gas will continue to pee out of that. See, that doesn't look too great. More gas is going to continually pee out of this. And I'm going to grab the magic screwdriver, wherever it may be. There it is. And there's a jet buried in here, believe it or not. There it is. And you want to be very careful not to strip out, but it's brass, so it is very easy to strip out. But there's a ton of gunk in here, so I can understand why it didn't want to go. Nope, I'm just stripping it here, which is exactly what I don't want to do. Go let some WD-40 sit in there for a little bit. Nope. Ugh. So even the magic screwdriver isn't quite magical for certain things. That jet is not coming out of there, so time for plan B. You can actually work these things apart very carefully with the jet still in there. I've never had good luck getting these things apart. Those jets never want to come out for me. It's really, really annoying. This is definitely going to have to sit in the chem dip for quite a bit. Oh god, this one's not going to come out either. There we go. The other problem with opening these things up is trying to save the gasket. It can be very tricky to do. Sorry, mosquitoes. Actually going to pop this idle jet out too. This was pretty far out, so it's possible it flooded too. Come on. There we go. Starting to get a little movement here. I think it has to slide forward. Yeah, up and forward should be the way to go. Whew. These things drive me nuts. They're good carburetors when they work right. When they don't work right, well, they're a pain in the butt. Actually, just looking down the neck of it now, it's kind of crappy looking. So yeah, this is going to definitely need some time in the chem dip. I feel like something else is holding this besides the jet. There is a decent amount of corrosion around the jet though, so it's possible it's just stuck. If you break that jet, you're kind of screwed. You can buy ones as part of rebuilds kits, but you still got to get it out of here without destroying the rest of the carburetor body. Alright, this is getting boring. I'll be back when I get this thing apart. Well, I got it apart. The inside is hideous. It's almost as bad as the oil pan. I don't know why I thought I would get away without cleaning that out. Holy crap, it was like freaking sand in there. And I think I know why the float wasn't moving, because it's, you know, oh my god. So that's pretty terrible. The actual needle is stuck down in its little hole there. Oh boy, this is going to take a little work. Holy crap, that took way too much work. I literally had to use a punch to punch that thing out, cut it, punch it back the other way, and eventually use a tiny drill bit to pop the rest of it out. These things are really annoying sometimes. I doubt this is going to come out. Not with that screwdriver at least. Yeah, no, that's not coming out. So, I'm going to throw the top half of this in the chem dip. And hopefully, the next clip, this thing will be reassembled and it will run. Hopefully. Whether that's actually going to happen or not, no. I also have to solder this back together because in my process I dented it and punched a little hole in it. Alright. That's just the way these things go sometimes, folks, unfortunately. But I'm going to get this thing running no matter what, so let's get this thing in the chem dip and I'll be back in a little while. Alright, so I got it all back together after it had been sitting for about an hour in the chem dip. So here goes nothing. Or not. Should put a little WD-40 on this. There we go. Sometimes you can hear fuel trickling in. That definitely freed up. Let's go ahead and try it. I'm going to put the choke on. Hey, it runs! Wow, I was not expecting it to run that smoothly. revs. Wow! I am shocked at how well that runs. Awesome! Let's see if we can tune her up just a little bit here. It's not even leaking. Even my rebuilt ones leak. Wow. Let me go ahead and tune this up a little bit. Do that one full turn. There goes my screwdriver onto the floor. As my stuff usually does end up on the floor. See how slow she'll putt. Oh, that was a little too slow. I am blown away at how well that is running and extremely happy right now. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. So, as you can probably tell, I do not have the governor set up. So, I'm going to at least put the spring on that returns it to the idle position. The actual governor itself, I'm still not 100% sure, even though I have the book, I'm not 100% sure on how it should go together. So let me hook that spring on there without burning myself, and that will at least keep it at an idle. Revs. These things usually don't rev that well. Well, to say I'm happy with that is an understatement. That is incredible how well this thing runs, and that it revs up that high. Normally it doesn't rev that high, but just how well that thing runs, considering one, what it was, and two, how bad that carburetor was on the inside. the fact that I thought I damaged it a little bit. It's not even leaking. Like, these things are notorious for leaking. It's completely dry. I don't know if you can pick up on just how, like, giddy excited I am right now. It's got a small little bit of an issue to it. That's probably that stupid carburetor. But it, you know, I'm holding it all the way down, and it's surging up and down a little bit, which is probably because the jet, particularly the idle circuit here, is probably a little dirty. So maybe what I'll do at some point is pull it apart and use a welder cleaner and clean up in there. But for right now, I'm pretty happy. The only thing I want to do is pull down this governor linkage thingy here, so it just sits at idle all the time. I don't want it revving up that high, especially if I'm going to run it with a kind of low amount of oil in it right now. But this gear reduction, you know, that's pretty slow. Yeah, it's pretty good. I should check the oil level in there, actually, so maybe that'll be the next thing I do. But, oh, I'm so happy. Alright, this is awesome. Let's, think I'm gonna put a piece of wire in there to keep that idle thingy down. And then I think we'll dive into that gear reduction, because I have a feeling that's gonna have some sludge in it too. Let's do a load test. Oh my gosh, it dripped. First time. Things being a little funky. That thing is a torque monster. Look, and that's only at dead idle. Not even revved up at all. Holy crap. I couldn't stall it. I love this thing. Now, I'm going to take a look into that gearbox there and see what we have for oil in there, which is probably nothing. Or disgusting sludge. What do you want to guess? I'm going to guess probably disgusting sludge. So, let's get to it after I have a little more fun playing with this thing. Alright. A little scared. I'm not seeing much down there. Nothing. I don't think there's any oil in there at all. Nothing. Alright, let me look up what's supposed to be in this thing. Alright, so I just did a little homework, and there is actually a plug right there. This is oil fill level. So you take that plug out and fill it until oil comes out with apparently just regular motor oil, and you should be good. So, what do you think our chances are of getting this pulley off? I'm a little scared, but I'm going to set you guys up in a minute and we'll take a look at trying to get that off so I can get the plug out and fill it up with oil, and then that should be it for this engine. What do you think our chances are of getting this pulley off? I'm a little scared here. I'm going to grab these, this Allen key here with a set of, wow, okay, that's just, just proving me wrong here. That screw came right out. I promise you I didn't do any work behind the scenes here. That's actually how easy this set screw came out. So hopefully the pulley will come off that easily too. But I tend to doubt that. I got my trusty puller here. Pull this off so I can check the level of oil in there and probably add some. Almost there. Come on. It's almost like this pulley was designed with pullers in mind. It fits so well. Let's see, I don't have a whole ton of travel left on this puller. Oh yeah, it's coming right off. Just a little bit of elbow grease helps. Gonna run out of travel on my puller though. That's the only problem here. And that's the end of the travel on the puller. Alright, there's our pulley removed. Grab a screwdriver. See if we can't pop this little screw out of here. There it is. Can you guys still see? There we go, that cracked loose. Here's the moment of truth. Yep! Nothing came out. Yeah, there's nothing in there. So, I'm going to go ahead and add some. Let me grab a funnel. I think that funnel's just about as old as the engine. As long as it works. What I have here is the only motor oil I still have lying around this place, which is 5W30. On the forums they said just use regular 30 weight, and for the amount that this thing gets used I'm not concerned. So, oh, too much. There's some murky stuff coming out of there. Let me pop this plug in before I spill any more on the ground. That came out of there rather quickly. Go ahead and pop this plug back in with the vice grips. Probably tight enough. And finally we can slap this pulley back on there. Every tool can be a hammer if you try hard enough. It's a good thing I put this towel down to absorb that oil, because it would have spilled it all over the place. Alright, so now the gearbox has got plenty of lubrication. So this one's pretty much done, I believe. So anyways guys, I'm going to call this one done. I know it's been a very long video. I think I'm going to end up breaking this into parts, but whatever. So thank you guys for watching, and if you like what you see, hit that little subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.